We are live. All right, let me make sure. Fix the hair a little bit. We got a little bit of a different backdrop this morning. We're going to be sitting today in the corner of the store, so we got some nice fish action going on with us today. I would love to film back at our house and do the live streams at home, but we're remodeling some stuff, and all my my washer, dryer, everything from our laundry room is in our garage, so can't really do that. Let's see who we got in here. We got Mystery Snails in here. We got Sheller Aquatics. Good to see you guys. Let me know if you guys can hear me and see me okay. Be sure to have your coffee in hand too if you don't already. All right. We got Glitch Aquatics. Good to see you. Glad you could make it in. I don't think I've ever seen you in the chat, so welcome for the first time if this is your first time in here. Good to see you. All right, audio and video is good, awesome. We got Greg, the Guppy guy, good to see you. Skull Aquatics, good morning. All right, we got some people coming in now. I am like a couple minutes early, so we'll just let that roll, you know. Rocco's Fish Room, good morning, good to see you, man. I'm gonna try to get on the morning show with you guys one of these days and just hang out because, you know, now I'm on a different work schedule, so doing an hour early to get up and come down and stream with you guys would be pretty awesome, I think. All right, let's see what else we got. Patty's Petite Tanks, good to see you. Good morning. Yeah, for sure, Rocco. Just shoot me a message on Instagram or something, and we can figure out a day and a time that works, and I can jump up there with you guys. I am going live today at 6 with Bob. So if you guys haven't subscribed to Bob Kaler over at Kaler Aquatics, I think is still his YouTube name. I think he changed it a couple times. But I'll be going live with him today at 6 p.m. So 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. It'll be my first time live with Bob, so I'm pretty excited about that. So Mike's Aquatics and Things, hello, hello, good to see you. Yeah, so a little bit different backdrop today for you guys. The other day we were walking around kind of looking at everything, but today we just kind of decided to take a seat. I'm in the corner here and just kind of hang out. There may be some background noise. You can hear some bubbles. You may also hear a lawnmower in the background because our building managers are currently mowing the lawn. But you know, all part of it. Glitch Aquatics, is that a Tim Hortons? Are you talking about my coffee? It is a cafe espresso. Espresso, actually. This one is espresso. They're just right down the road from my house, so I absolutely love them. They're super sweet people. They know my order. I pull in and they're like, "Hey, Peter, how you doing?" And they get my coffee for me. If we got the dogs, they give the dogs the treats, all that fun stuff. So we really like to go over there. They have like those punch card too. So I think it's like, sorry, I'm rolling back here a little bit. Might be a little shaky. They got those punch cards. So every 10 coffees, you get a free one. So that's always a nice thing because I drink a lot of coffee. Lots of coffee. All right. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. Yeah, it is good to see Patty in here. There's a lot of people, you know, it's been a minute since I've, gone back to a normal working schedule here on the YouTube game and everything and doing the normal Sunday live stream. So it's really nice to be back and doing this kind of stuff because I really miss doing it a lot. So we put out the video this Friday. We got some discus in shop, some really nice ones from Thailand. It's really pretty fish. Brought in like 48 of them, and I think we're down to like 6 or 7 in shop still. So we sold quite a few of them already, which is great. They're all doing awesome. Everyone loves them in their houses. So we're getting another shipment actually. I think is it this coming Saturday? Yeah, this coming Saturday. We're getting another shipment of those. So gonna have some more discus in shop. Glitch Aquatics, thought you were Canadian. Nah, I'm in Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah. I actually have only been to Canada one time, up into BC with my grandpa to go fishing. So I would love to get back up there again one of these days and be able to meet all you guys up there, all the fish fam in Canada. All right, Mike's Aquatics, doing his water changes, getting his things done. Tummy's is good coffee, but I love Valhalla Java for Death Wish Coffee Co. Yep, for sure, they're awesome. I think it's Black Rifle. Yeah, Black Rifle Coffee Company is a Salt Lake City brand. So they're actually just down the road from us too. So Rico Stan, good morning. Good to see you in here. Got lots of great people hanging out with us. We got 14 people in here. Good to see everybody. Yeah, so we're just kind of chilling, hanging out today up in the front of the shop. Not doing much as far as like we usually do. We don't do any themes or setups or, hey, this is what we're talking about this week. None of that stuff. We just kind of sit and chat. So if you guys have any questions, just shoot them in here and we can answer them. If you guys want to see a couple really cool fish we got, I can show you guys those. Like up above me, you can see those really, really beautiful koi angels up there. Really nice ones. We got some really gorgeous guppies right here. I'll show you these. So these are on our website, actually. Let's see if we can get you a good shot of them without the glare. Yeah. Beautiful green dragons. Super pretty guppy. So green dragons, super pretty. Super, super pretty. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat. Got a couple more. But Petro Man, good to see you. Glad you could make it in. Saying his hellos to everybody. Rico saying his hellos. Yeah, veteran owned too. Black Rifle Coffee Company is great coffee too. Yep, they really are. They're just right down the road. Super cool guys. They are. I want to say they're opening a couple more shops up in like the Pacific Northwest area. So like I think Lewiston's getting one, and there's a couple other like smaller kind of smaller towns like that up around the country. That's pretty cool. They're going to be getting that kind of stuff. Rocco's, I'd love to find Dumbo Green Dragons. So these are actually pretty close to Dumbos. I think you could do a little bit of selective breeding and you could get some Dumbos on these guys. The one I'm looking at right now is pretty close to a Dumbo. Got some really nice colorful ears. But yeah, they're for sale on the website, Rocco. If you want to, you can get them on there. I can pick out some good fin mail for you. And then use Guppy Guru 15, I believe, and you get 15% off your order of like fish and plants and sponges and that kind of stuff on the site. So if you do want some, let me know and we can hook you up. We sold a trio yesterday on the site, which is pretty cool. So a new guy, I've never seen his name before, so we're really happy about that. It's good to see it. Good to see it working. But yeah, 15% off Guppy Guru 15 on the WATERFRONT.com. Trying to decide what bottom dweller to go with pseudomogules. I don't have any left. Pseudomogules, bottom dwellers. I'm going to say the Pygmy Hasbrosis would be a good one, but they might be a little too small for those guys. You could probably go with like this kind of, well, up there. We got some giant green emerald Corys. Let me see if I can get a better shot here. Yeah, some giant green emerald Corys up there. Those guys would be great because they kind of hold their own. Bottom dwellers. Bottom dwellers are hard, especially with the pseudomogules. But yeah, like a Cory cat would be good because they're a little bit more armored. Rocco's is saying a bristlenose. A bristlenose would be really nice too. We do have on our site, we've got like green dragons and stuff up now too. Local rays. So like these guys right here, these green dragons. Let me see. Oh, check out this fish. These are so cool. Look at that. L10A red lizards. If you guys want these, let me know because we can get more of them and we can throw those up on the site for you. Super cool. So it's a whiptail pleco. So L10A red lizard pleco, but super beautiful. So if you guys want some of those, let us know and we can put those up on the site. But yeah, green dragons are up on the site right now. You can get those guys. I think they're like $14 or something on the site, so not too bad. Still Guppy Guru 15. You can get that discount code. We also got this really cool dude in. Check out that little guy. That is a freshwater scorpion fish. So cool. Super weird, super obscure, super rare. We got like the snow white bristlenose. Another really cool one. You got his little eel poking his head out. Boop. Hello. Hello. And then we got some albino bristlenose too. So another really cool bristlenose, nice bright color. The albinos tend to be out a little bit more than the other guys. I don't know if it's because their sight's bad or what. But yeah, bristlenose are a good one for sure. But I think a Cory cat would probably do a little bit better. Maybe just because you're kind of a little bit more armored. But yeah, the bristlenose would do really good for you too. So let's see. I missed a couple things in the chat here. Bristlenose. I'm saying good morning to some glitch. Rocco, totally understand, man. Good luck today. Prayers to the family and everything. Always hate to hear that for sure. So funerals are no fun. I absolutely hate them a lot. Glitch, man, my paycheck is happy. I don't live in the U.S. I'd be really poor. Yeah, it is such a bummer with the Canadians because I would love to send like the fish I breed, the fish we're going to start breeding here in the store, the fish we get up to you Canadians. But it's almost impossible. Like it's almost impossible to get you guys these really cool fish. So it is kind of a bummer for us, but it's also a good thing for you, like you said, because you still have a paycheck. So Rocco, God bless you, man. Stay strong today. Skull Aquatics, I love the red lizards. Yeah, they're super cool little Pleco. They get about 4 inches, so really fun. Jeremy, I think is how you pronounce that, Jeremy. Pygmy Quarries, yeah, Pygmy Quarries would be good. Just make sure you get the Pygmy hasbrosus. Because the regular Pygmy Quarries are middle water. The hasbrosus are actually like an actual Cory cat, like an armored Cory cat. Rico, I do have some albino bristlenose in other tanks and a couple of different Corys in other tanks. I was leaning towards another Cory, maybe like a whiptail. Yeah, whiptails would be a really cool one. The L10A is actually like a whiptail red lizard Pleco, so it's kind of a mix of all of those. So that would be a really good one. It just the pseudomogils, it's kind of tough to decide on if they're going to rip something apart or not. So that's where it always gets a little harder. But Cory cats would be a good start, and the albino bristlenose would also be a really good start. Canadian shipping is stupid. So are our flights across country. I can fly to Alabama for 400 and British Columbia for 13. Whoa, yikes! Yeah, I can fly to. I pretty much can fly to Hawaii and back first class for about $1,300. So that's not great. I wonder if it's just because you're using like when you're going into the U.S. you're using an American airline or something like that. So, or they're doing freight or something in the planes, and that's why it's a little bit cheaper. It's always interesting to like see what monetary value differences is between the two countries. So. The pseudos are small and not aggressive at all. Okay, so the blue eye rainbows. All right, gotcha. Okay, yeah, those guys would be totally fine with anything. I was thinking of Neolampologus shell dwellers, not pseudomogil rainbow fish. So my bad. I was thinking of something else there. Brain glitch in the morning, not enough coffee yet. But yeah, you could do a Pygmy Cory in there. That would be a cool one. But get the hasbrosus if you're going to do those. The L10A would be a really cool one in there because they get bright red color. And then, yeah, bristlenose, that kind of stuff. Those would be great ones. Really great ones. Color Guppies, good to see you. Glad you could make it in. Got lots of great people hanging out with us this morning. Let's see. You could also do a, what else could you do in that tank that would be a cool bottom fish that I've got in here that I can show you? Don't have much else. I've got some candy striped Plecos, which would be kind of a cool little one. Let's see. Yeah, look at the back. That one's going crazy back there. That would be a cool little guy. So yeah, there's quite a few little bottom fish you could do with those guys. I don't think I have any more of the pygmy. Yeah, I sold all out completely of the Pygmy Quarry cats, where I would show you. Let's see. I'll show you guys this. If anyone likes Persei, look at the size of that guy. He is as big as my hand in girth. He's huge, absolutely huge. Dylan, good morning. Good to see you. I've got your fish over here, Dylan. Some beautiful Bolivian rams. We'll get you your 3 females and your 2 males, hopefully. Yeah, we got some nice big fins on a couple of them. So those will be going out for you here pretty soon. We'll get you taken care of on those. Travis, good to see you. Glad you could make it in. Yeah, we'll get you your Bolivian rams and your sponge filters. I think we got just a couple sponge filters, so I think we'll be okay on those. I'm excited for you to get them down there in your new house. Hope everything's going good too with the move for you guys down there. Let's see if we got any new chats. Let's see. Yeah, we got some really cool Odessa barbs too, local raised. Really nice. These are the Gary Lang ones. So it's kind of hard to tell through the camera, but on the bright males, let me turn the camera on. I'll see if I can get a good shot. So on the bright males, you can see how that red actually goes through the eyeball there. It's a really cool part of the Odessa barb. Got a nice big rainbow fish here, emerald rainbow, Gary Lang emerald. I've got like 8 of those at home, I think. But yeah, look at this guy. Beautiful. So there's the males, and there's the females. Look at those. There's another male. Some nice looking fish. Beautiful. Beautiful fish. All right, let's get back in the chat here. Timothy Darling, good morning. Good to see you in here. Things are great. Got my first drop of guppies recently, and my killies are loving the lower cage. I love it, man. That is so cool. So cool. Yeah, moving's always hard, but sometimes it's for the benefit of everything. And it seems like you guys are doing great down there. So happy to hear it, Dylan. Top of the morning to you too, Timothy. It's good to see you in here. Was it the purples that dropped for you, Dylan, or was it the Japans? That's what. Because I think you got the purples, you got the Japan blues. Was that it? That was it. And it shipped down to you, or was it just the purples? It might have been just the purples. Lewis did all the packing on those, so purples, nice. That'll be great. It'll be really interesting to see if they do better down there for you in the lower KH, or if they did better for you up here in Utah waters, just to kind of see what they do for you. All Let's see what we got going on. It's always weird when you're on mobile because the live chat like disappears. I don't think you can really like, you can't like set it to where it stays up, which is really weird. It just goes away, which I don't really like that much. So hopefully they'll get that fixed. Ooh, let me show you guys this other cool little fish. Let me show you this. Let's see. Yeah, he's right out here out front. Freshwater tiger moray eel. Look at that guy. So creepy, so cool. Let's see if he turns around and comes back. Some nice geosphenis and some hecali. And then we got a really nice green phantom in the back there, hanging out underneath the sponge. Oh, here he comes. How cool is that fish? Oh. They're so interesting. So weird. So weird. Love it. Lewis finds some crazy cool stuff. Like we got this monk goby down in here. It's really cool. Osa knife. These guys get huge. They get about 28. Really fun and interactive. Monk goby is super cool. Let's see. Oh, and then we got these really cool little green spot puffers, but one of them, it's so cute. He's born without a tail, and so he doesn't have his little tail, but he's got a little spot on the back. How cute is that little guy? He's got a little spot. No tail, though. No tail. So cute. Yeah, you can see, like, these guys have their nice big long tails, but he's doing great without one, so I love that little guy. I'm surprised he's still here, to be honest. All right. Breeder male pass, so I'm super happy when the female drops for that. That is really nice, especially to get some more fry going into your tanks, for sure. It is a really cool eel. I kind of freaked out by the eels because they get out of the tanks pretty easily, but they're still a really cool fish. You don't see them as often in the hobby, so it's kind of cool to see them. And then we had, I think, 2 or 3 of them, and we've already sold a couple, so they're already in their new homes. So it's really cool to be able to see some of these really cool fish getting into people's houses. Travis, yep, those are some really cool puffers. I do like the green spots. They're a brackish one, so they're a brackish puffer fish, really small little guys. We got some green. I think they were green spots. They were like the size of like a russet potato, like a big, good sized potato. And they were just super cute. We never get them in that big. Usually they come in about that size. But these guys came in and they were massive, absolutely huge. So it was really cool to see them at full size because we never really get to see them get that big. We only see them come in small. So it's really cool when stuff comes in max size, huge. Like we had some huge bichers in at one point. They were like 28 inches. Like yesterday we got rid of this. Well, we didn't get rid of. We got it to its new home. This huge, like 22-inch albino common Pleco. Super nice to have it in shop because then when people are like, oh, do you have any of the common Plecos? I can say, like, this is how big they get. So people kind of go, oh, I don't want that because it gets a little too big. So it's kind of cool to have some of those things that we can like show like an example of how big stuff gets so that people know like it shouldn't probably go in your 20-gallon tank. So we get a lot of surrenders of the common Plecos, probably about 1 or 2 a week from people getting it from the PetSmarts and Petcos and big box stores and stuff, or they're mislabeled. And so they get a common Pleco and they have them in like a 20 or a 30 or a 40. And they just outgrow that very quickly. So, yeah. The albino one definitely looked like something out of River Monsters for sure. And then we had another one that was just a standard common, so just a chocolate one. And he was about 8 inches bigger. I think he was like 28 inches. And he was like, I think 10 or 15 years old. So he didn't make it too long. But he was huge, even bigger than the albino. So it was really cool to have both of those in shop because we could say like, look, this is what a common Pleco turns into. Yeah, it's fun to have some of the big stuff every once in a while. Timothy Darling, should I rinse my filters after using med? Are you just talking sponges? Are you talking hang on the backs? Are you talking canisters? I've never rinsed my sponges after using meds. The only time that I've really done anything as far as like cleaning a filter system was in like a quarantine tank if I have like Calamarinus worms or something like that, like a parasite that needs to be removed from the tank completely. Then you do a bare bottom tank, you got a sponge in there, you treat it. You can leave the sponge in that tank until the treatment's done and then let it completely dry outside. Because then that way you're not getting that going into the new tank. So canister, with a canister, if you're doing meds, as long as it's not like sucking up whatever you're using, like med wise, if it's just for like ick or like a common outbreak like that, there's really no need to do that. Just treat the tank and then the meds will go through the canister and it'll be like going through the water. But if it's like for a parasite that you're trying to get rid of, I would probably go through and just do a good cleaning on it. But use your tank water. Make sure you're not ruining the bacteria. You don't want to ruin your cycle. It's one of the worst things to do is ruin the cycle. What was the fish I mentioned adding to the website if I wanted way back at the beginning of the stream? That's the L10A red lizard Pleco. Let me show you again. It's this cool little guy right there. They get about 4 inches. They're really cool. Right now they're pretty small, which is also really nice. See if I can get him. But they're super peaceful, super calm. Like, look, he's already nibbling on my finger. But they are a Plecos, so they actually will go through algae and all that kind of stuff, which is really nice. They're really cool fish. Look how cute they are. So super cool. They get about 4 inches, but they stay really nice and thin, which is nice. And then when they get a little bit older, they get this really nice rusty red, bright red rust kind of color to them. So I am a big fan of these. If in the future, I'm probably going to get like 20 of them and just throw them in like a 20 long and have like just an L10A red lizard tank. Because I think they're just the coolest things ever. So that's the one I was talking about adding. If you guys want to, we can get some of those on the site for you. They are $19.99, but on this batch. But we can see what we can do as far as the price on the website goes. Or actually, it's $19.99 probably on the site too. But then you get your 15% off, so you'll save your money there with the Guppy Guru 15 discount code. So we try to keep the in-store and the online price the same because we do in-store pickups as well. So someone can buy it online and then they can come pick them up, which is really fun to do. But Rico, you message me, man. We'll get you squared away on something good. So let's see what else we got in the chat here. I missed something. Cool. I'll let you know, Rico, when we throw them up. I can actually add them to our next order, and we can throw them up for you guys probably next week sometime. Let's see. So it's a canister filter, and it's for velvet. Yeah, so velvet is just a water column disease usually. You don't really see it too much as far as like spreading to other things. So yeah, I would just treat the whole tank. You can leave your canister together. At the end of the treatment, you can do just a really good cleaning on the canister like you would normally do after a couple months or whatever with running the canister, and you should be good there. So I'm dripping now all over myself. But yeah, I'm not a huge user of the canister, so the canister is kind of a foreign thing to me still, because I use mostly 99% sponge. I think I have 2 canisters in the whole fish room. I did just get a new canister I'm going to try out and do a video for you guys. The Oase Thermo, I think it's a 2000 or 200. It's going to be like an additional filtration system for my 120 at home that I got. I got 2 120s at home. It's got my Platinum Beischer and my
my rainbow gudgeon, or snakehead gudgeon, as some people call them. So want a little bit more filtration in there because I want to add some more fish into it. I think it'd be really cool to add some more. And the thermo's got the, sorry, that was probably really loud. It's got the heater actually built into the canister, so I'm going to try that one for you guys and see how it does. But yeah, air is the way that I go. I've got the Gemco one, like this guy right here, the Mito blower. So that's the one that I have at home running majority of my fish room. And then I've got a little one that I just picked up not too long ago from Gemco as well. That is a little bit smaller. It's about, I want to say maybe 5 by 5. It's a little like rectangle or square shape. It's maybe a couple inches tall, maybe 3 or 4 inches tall. And it runs those two 120s and my brine shrimp hatcheries with more than enough air, absolutely silent still, you know, the Gemco quality, and a really cool little package. So I'm going to probably do a review video on that too for you guys, because we can sell Gemco. We are a wholesaler for Gemco. So if you guys want any Gemco pumps or whatever, let us know as well. You can shoot us an email, or you can send us an Instagram post, or you can send me an Instagram message, and we can get you guys pretty much whatever you want, which is really cool. Awesome, Rico. Yeah, we'll try to get them up for you next week, because they're a fun one, man. They're really cool. So I'll shoot over a message to my wholesaler and have them add that onto my list for next week. Hopefully they'll still have a bunch in stock. So Stephen P, 2003, good to see you, man. Glad you could make it in. Jumped on your live stream a little bit yesterday and was able to hang out for a tiny bit. Just kind of hang out, say hi. I've been trying as best I can. Like this winter, you know, fall and winter is really busy in a fish store. And then, you know, with Lewis and I kind of reorganizing some stuff and figuring out routines and everything, it's been kind of hard to keep jumping on to streams. So every time I get a couple 10, 15 minutes or whatever, I try to jump on a stream and say hi to you guys. So I was able to jump on yours last night, which is really cool. I had a good time listening to it. We were in the warehouse hanging out, and I was able to just sit there and chat and kind of listen to you guys while we were getting some stuff done. So Sheller Aquatics lurking, building a rack of 20s. Love it. Did you get the 20 highs, Steve? I'm pretty sure. I think we talked about you getting the 20 highs, if I remember right. Yeah, I think we did. We got some great people in here. I appreciate you guys all coming, you know, Sunday morning. It's kind of nice. Everyone should sub to Stephen, for sure. Great content. And everyone should sub to Rico Stan if you haven't already. I'm sure 90% of you guys already have. But he's getting really close to that 1K mark, so we want to get him over that, so that he can start doing some more cool stuff. He can start doing mobile live streams, all that cool stuff. Unless you already hit the 1K. I don't know if you already hit it or not. Yeah, Rico, I missed him too. It's, you know, like I said, it was kind of just one of those things that I would rather put out really good stuff for you guys than just put out stuff, if you know what I mean. I kind of wanted to put out quality over quantity, and that's why we needed to take a break so that I could really get all that other stuff taken care of first, because there's a lot to get taken care of, and it's still piling, you know, on the back end. But I have enough time now and enough energy now to be able to get back out here and do the YouTube stuff again for you guys and for myself too. 2020s, nice, Steve, love it. Dave, good to see you. Glad you could make it in. 156 away from 1,000. Yeah, so if you guys haven't subbed up to Rico Stan, definitely go do so. I was, I think, was I like your 13th interview? I think it was up there in the first few of your interviews, and I had a great time on it. It was a blast. It was a blast. Oh, It hits Stevens. Scheller Aquatics is 7 away from 100. Yeah, so Steve Scheller from Scheller Aquatics. He's one of our local breeders. He does some incredible fish. So like these Odessa barbs were from him. We get some angelfish from him. He's got discus. He's got all sorts of really cool fish in his fish room. So if you guys want some really cool like content on discus breeding, discus treatments, that kind of stuff, you can go over and subscribe over there to Scheller. And he's just starting out. I think he got like 6 videos out now, Steve. But yeah, you know, he asked me a couple questions. We were able to get him the same camera I've got, so he was able to get a really nice Sony for a good price too. But that's one of my favorite. I'm so glad I got the Sony A6000. So it was really cool. Yeah, I'm excited to watch Alex this week. I watched the one with Cory last week, but I like Alex. Alex is a cool guy. He's a fun one. Rico Stan, yeah, the first ones and still one of my favorites. I appreciate that, Rico. Yeah, it's always fun to be asked to go on other people's channels. I think it's very humbling and very like it's kind of you know like really cool to be like, oh, like hey, I've got this guy because I really enjoy their stuff, and so it's really it makes you really happy to be able to do that. Like today, I'm going on with Bob over at Kaler Aquatics, so you guys have a chance, go over and watch that. It's going to be at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, and we're just going to talk and hang out and go, you know, talk about the fish store and how that's going and what we're doing and kind of Lewis's journey up to the point of me joining on and everything. Because I mean, people say, you know, oh, congratulations on you, blah blah blah, but really, it wouldn't even be here if Lewis hadn't done what he did for a year and a half by himself. So definitely everybody in the chat give Lewis a big thumbs up and some claps because he killed it for that first year and a half. He had worked like 16-hour days by himself. So hard worker. And none of this would be here if he wasn't here. So everything goes to him as far as props. That is for sure. 3 more for Scheller. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. We'll get you there, Steve. Travis, Lewis already knows he's the best. Love that guy. Yeah, he is. He is the best for sure. He kills it as far as being a fish store owner. Like he is the best one out there. He finds the coolest stuff, the rarest stuff. He's a great person. He'll do anything for you. I'll pass on giving Lewis the clap, but I will give him the thumbs up. Love it, Rico. Yeah, so he's just one of the best ones out there for what he does. He goes above and beyond for everybody that he deals with. So Lewis is a rock star, 100%. Yeah, if you guys are in the Utah area or whatever, or if you've already dealt with Lewis in the past just from ordering stuff, you guys know how awesome he is. And if you order stuff from like our website or our eBay or whatever, it's 90% of it's probably going to be packaged by Lewis and maybe a few of it from me because that's what he likes to do is that stuff. So, but all the cool, rare, crazy, fun, exciting stuff that you see in the shop is all Lewis is doing. So let's see what's going on. What time are we at here? We got 16 people hanging out in the chat. Love it. Love it. All right, so we got about 5 more minutes here because I like to, since we're doing the live streams in the shop, I want about 15 minutes before we open just to go through and clean some algae off some glass and that kind of stuff before we get opened. Clean it up a little bit, do a couple top offs if I've got some time. That's kind of the one thing about about the store is you got lights on for, let's see, from about 9 o'clock to 7 o'clock. So you got them on for a long time. So a lot of algae grows very quickly. So it's kind of one of those never-ending cycles of cleaning off the algae. MVH Pets, good to see you. Glad you could make it in. It's been a while since I've seen you in here.
Travis, I'll see you in a little. Got to come get some food. Love it, man. Heck yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, we'll see you soon. All right. We're at 40 minutes on the live stream. Got 16 people hanging out. Only 10 likes, though. Come on. Come on, like spike. Like spike. All right. Yeah, we're, let's see what else. What else is new that we've got going on? We're going to move some stuff around, do a couple more things, get some more space in here. As you guys know, like, you've probably seen all the videos in here, like, how much this store has changed. Like, when I remember when Lewis first opened, there was, I think, this side of the store that I'm in right now. So this side, from there over, this was like the salts section, and then there were those wooden racks. Come on. Wooden racks were all along that wall, and then that wall over there. So we've changed all that up to the metal racks and all the tanks. And then we got the hard goods down the center here, and then our checkouts over there, and got a big 90 over there, and the 125 in the middle, and everything. But yeah, it's always evolving. You know, we figure out, like, there's not enough space right here for walking. We want a couple more of these size tanks. You know, we're just, it's always an evolution of a fish store. It's never just set here. But hopefully one of these days, Lewis and I think, came up with a pretty good plan yesterday, as far as what we want to do, as far as the evolution, the final evolution of this store here, to get it to where you walk in and it's exactly what we want. It's kind of been like a slow evolution to this point, but now that we have everything kind of what we want, where we need it, where we don't have to buy more tanks, that kind of stuff, I think it's time to finally do that last evolution here. And so you'll see that hopefully pretty soon. We'll be doing hopefully a video series on it too, which will be pretty cool. It's kind of fun to be able to, like, think about that as part of, like, this is what I do now and it's my job, but also I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride. So that's the really fun part. Timothy, I love your shirt. I love fishing too. It's my other favorite hobby. Where did you get it? I want one. So this actually is from a local eye doctor. So that's what I used to do, is I would sell medical equipment to eye doctors. I'm still doing some of that until I get completely done with it. But they do, like, these really fun interactive shirts every year. And this was one of their shirts for the year. So it is a really fun one. I might make my own version of it, because it's so cool. You know, Seize the Carp. It's a really great fabric too. I really like the company itself. It's the shirt company, the manufacturing company. But I mean, we got some really cool shirts on our site too that we've made. We've got flower horns and guppies and all sorts of stuff. But I am always up to add more designs on there for sure. And fishing is another one of my hobbies too. We go to Alaska all the time. My dad and my grandpa have been going up to the Kenai River. I think they went for 25 straight years before my grandpa passed, in 2009, and then it's kind of been sporadic since then, with my dad going up. But yeah, we'd go up to the Kenai and we'd catch some salmon. Rico Stan, join the Guppy gang. Heck yeah, heck yeah, heck yeah. Love it, Rico. Thanks, my man. So now we got two members. We got Timothy Darling and Rico Stan back to back right there. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I lowered the price on the memberships, all sorts of stuff. So it's one of those things that we're just gonna do what we can do. I'm gonna start probably taking really cool, like, little pictures of some rare stuff that comes in the shop, or I'll give you guys, like, exclusive heads up of, like, some rare fish that go on the website, or early access to them or something like that. We're figuring out something cool we can do with the members on the channel here. But thank you, Rico. Thank you, Timothy, for being members. I appreciate it. I forgot to re-up after you stop memberships. Hey, totally understand. The reason I stopped them in the first place was because I didn't want to charge you guys for something I knew I wouldn't be able to give you anything for, especially because I think I was at like $4.99 for my memberships back then. So now it's $1.99, I believe, per month now. So it's $3 less. So you're paying a lot less for the membership side of things. But I just didn't want to have you guys pay $5 a month for something that you didn't get much out of at that time because I was just going through a lot of transitions. So, all right, we're hitting the 45-minute mark. I've got 15 minutes to open the shop, so I'm going to head out now. Thank you guys all so much for coming in. Got 20 likes, so I appreciate the like spike. Thank you, Rico, Stan, and Timothy, for being members of the channel. Thank you all for coming in. Travis, MVH, Scheller, Dave, Skull Aquatics, Stephen P. We got Petro Man. We got, let me go back up here to the chat some more. Got Dylan. We got Timothy. We got Skull Aquatics. Let's see. I know I'm missing a couple here. We got, oh, it's not letting me go all the way up. Then we had, oh man, my brain today. We had Glitch. We had Mystery Snail Guardians at the beginning. And we had Rocco. We had a couple of really great people up in the front. I'm sorry if I forgot your name, but thank you guys all so much for hanging out with us this morning. We will see you hopefully this next week for another video. Be sure to check out this last week's video on Friday I put out. And then the week before that, I put out the video on the Luteus Pleco, the rarest Pleco in the world. So if you guys haven't seen them, go check them out. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out. We will see you on the next one. And as always, be sure to spread that guppy love. Have a great week, everyone.